So you delivered for the first time last season. Is that right?
Last season, yes.
Can you tell me about that really quick? Because I'm always interested to hear what the first experience is like.
It's quite the ordeal to pull up and just see
It's like a factory of
logistics.
gratitude.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
So you pull
It's
in.
a giant warehouse.
Yeah.
There's forklifts and all kinds of crap buzzing all around,
Yeah.
and just boxes as far as the eye can see. And people are just getting, a card with an address and a little bit of information and boxes of food. And it's just kind of a pretty streamlined, I would say. You kind of just pull in. You have it set up pretty well.
Yeah. I'm
And,
surrounded by people way smarter than
Yeah.
me.
I mean, you pull up, they ask you where you're trying to deliver, what city you're wanting to deliver to. Okay, here you go. I have this many. Can you take 3? Sure. Great.
Oh, you're in a truck. You're going to Tooele?
Yeah.
We take 5?
Take 6.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, heck yeah. And being able to involve my kids was probably the best.
Can we talk about that?
Absolutely.
So how old are your kids?
Then they were 9 and 7.
9 and 7.
Yes.
So they still believe in magic. They're still kind of sheltered. They've got a great life. They don't know how good their life is.
Absolutely, and that's really important for me because I don't have the exact same story as you, but I grew up not having tons of stuff. I wasn't as blessed as I am today, and they don't see that. They just see
How good your life is.
we get to do whatever we want.
Yeah.
We get to place whatever sport we want.
Yeah. We live in this beautiful house.
Yeah, we never have gone hungry or never have gone without. They want for nothing, really.
Yeah.
So for them to see, and for me to explain, like, these kids don't get to eat unless we bring this food to them. And it really touched, especially with the 9-year-old. Now she's 10, but she really grasped that, and it was pretty amazing to see. She's really into it and pretty emotional about it as well. So it was pretty amazing.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
So you have your truck is full of boxes,
Yeah.
and you drive up to the first house.
And the thing is that I heard a couple stories, like sometimes they won't answer the door, or they don't want to talk to you, or you just leave the box. Okay, that sounds good. But all 6 that we delivered to it was amazing. They're just full of gratitude, like, how do you know? And I'm like, it was me as Thanksgiving Heroes, but I just want to let you know that you matter. It's pretty powerful.
That's powerful.
Somebody cared about you.
Yes.
That's the message.
Somebody cared. Somebody anonymously gave your name and information. I hope you have a great holiday.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's where it's at. These
You
kids.
can really see them light up too. It was great. And especially the ones that their kids were there as well.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah. You can all see them happy dancing.
Yeah.
There's a pie.
Yeah, there's
We can
pie.
have can we eat it now? you can.
I feel like much the way that the kid who's delivering the food is still living in that kind of fantasy world, or the living their best life still, if you will. I feel like the kid who's receiving the food is in the same boat, right? They're probably, a lot of them are much like you, like everything's
don't-
normal. This is just
Yeah, they
normal.
don't
And
know.
then they get the food and it's like, that is
Such a treat.
Yeah, exactly. That must be incredible.
We get pie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know that these boxes are unpacked and the food is cooked immediately. Like this is what we're eating. And the turkey leftovers, turkey a la king, turkey sandwiches, all of the stuff. Best leftovers. Turkey sandwiches.
I'm getting excited.
And yeah, my mouth is watering a little bit.
I'm getting excited.
But the message isn't about the food, and I'm glad that you got that. The message isn't about the food; it's about that person. And if you've ever struggled financially, it's kind of a hopeless situation. Like, I can't lower my bills anymore. Like, I have to pay to live here.
Yeah.
I have to pay to heat this place. What can I get rid of? What can I add? What can I do differently? And you get into this like kind of a place of hopelessness. And then the other thing is that the second part of this, in my opinion, is that our world has become incredibly isolated. like incredibly, like Kelly was locked in his house for 2 years. I was locked in my house for 2 years. I had to wear a mask. I couldn't even
And-
see your smile
yeah,
for 2 years. You know what I
Really,
mean?
you just a lot of people live through social media. They're not
Yeah.
interacting.
Yeah.
So you put you only see what's on social media, which is normally just all the good stuff.
Right. So you're
Yeah.
comparing your internal world to their external world,
Right.
which is an unrealistic expectation.
Unrealistic.
Look at they're having sushi again. Jared's in the Bahamas again. I'm stuck here on my couch,
Right.
and I'm broke. And so there's just
And
this
really, it's just a green screen. I've never been to the Bahamas.
yeah, yeah. Oh, Cabo though.
Cabo.
Yeah.
A few times.
Cabo's nice.
And so that's the secret is the delivery of hope, the delivery of I matter and I'm significant. I think that that's the first part. And then the second part, as I was saying, was that the illusion of separateness. The truth is that we're all one. We're all experiencing the same human condition. And when I create separation, that's the illusion. The illusion that we've been forced to believe in, that we're all separate, we're all doing this on our own, and we're alone,
Yeah.
is the illusion. The truth is that we're all one, and we're all making it together. And if I hurt you, I hurt me. And if you succeed, I succeed. That's the truth.
Right.
Yep.
But that's the thing that we're not talking about. That's the part that we're leaving behind, and I think that we need to talk about that more. Is I want you to feel good and feel accepted and successful and happy, because if I can do that for you, I raise the frequency here on earth, and it makes the earth a better place for me. And if I can do it with my family and it makes them feel better, and my 10-year-old sees how good it is, and I raise that frequency, of course my life is better.
Right.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like there's no downside to this opportunity. And those kids that are there, I usually have a high school, like a football team, a baseball team, the swim team. I
Yep.
do it in blocks. I have a DJ there, and they're out dance fighting. And I've had schools that are adversaries loading food and
Together.
dance fighting while doing it. And so when we start, the volunteers that are there that are helping me load the boxes and helping me load the food and give out the names, we have a prayer of gratitude. And we talk about in this, like, I want everyone to feel loved. Like, this is what it's about. When they pull through in that truck and they're going out to Tooele, I want them to know that they are loved, that they're appreciated, and I want them to take that feeling with them and deliver that.
Yeah.
Yes.
The box of food's cool, but deliver this feeling of inclusiveness and love.
And also a little bit of hope. It's
Hope.
that situation can really feel hopeless, and it can feel like it's a losing battle.
Yeah.
I feel like when you can't pay your bills, it's like
Yeah,
it's a losing battle.
yeah. You don't matter.
Yeah.
And then you're taking that home to the kids, and then they don't matter. And then they're going to grow up and guess what they're going to think? That they don't matter.
Yep.
It's a problem. It's a disease, and it can be cured with just a little bit of this love and hope.
Yes.
So when I think about Thanksgiving's Heroes, I think about it on so many different levels besides just turkey. And so I'm glad I get to share that, because I think that we get lost in the 65 pounds of food and how it's going to help with these hungry children. That's just a symptom
Right.
of loss of hope and loss of love and loss of significance and connectivity. And sure that there's hungry kids and they need to eat, but let's treat these things, because it changed my life. And I'm going to die. So I'm going to surprise all y'all. One day, I'm going to die on a motorcycle. It could happen anytime.
Yeah,
Don't-
all of us in this room are.
Don't put that out
I'm
there.
just
What's
saying.
wrong with
Higher.
you?
I'm just saying, I'm immortal, and I'm becoming more and more mortal all the time. The older I get, the more I realize, like, my time is significant. And when I'm gone, I want there to be a little Robbie out there that got a box of turkey and potatoes,
Right.
that's going to grow up and be a lunatic like me and want to change the world.
And continue on.
And continue on. That's called legacy. And as I've grown older, and maybe as a man, I don't know if this is like part of my wiring, legacy has become really important to me.